Moving on to organizing digital content. The reason I wanted to share this with you is because as you start to collect images, video, hyperlinks, things that are great to supplement your lesson plans, you're going to need a way to store it so that you can find it quickly and share it with others. And it's really critical that if you're going to be creating lessons in a collaborative way, that you have a common way of collecting the information so that when you're sharing a folder, it's got a certain order to it or a hierarchy to it. And so I'm just going to share with you one way that I collect my digital content and store it in my computer. I always start with a folder and I call it, in this case, I'll call it third grade Let's Communicate because that's the theme. So here's an example, sixth grade courage. Okay, and then the next folder that I have inside that folder is the story, maybe the first story title or story selection that we're going to be reading. So one of the story selections that I used earlier was the one about bullying. Let's see what the name of it was here. It was called High Tech Bullies. So this folder could be called High Tech Bullies. The next, you have another folder called Assets. Assets are the media that go into helping the students understand that particular story. So you could have all your audio clips in a folder, your images, your video. And so all of that usually goes into your assets. So if another teacher is going to be working on collecting assets for high-tech bullies and you're going to be working on collecting assets for election day, you can just take the assets folder and put it on a flash drive and share it so that way you have a copy. It's a great way to just collect all of the digital assets together. The next folder after that is resources, and these are things like hyperlinks or sample PowerPoints that you found online or PDF worksheets, anything that might help you teach that particular story selection. And then after that we've got sample projects, and these are things that I would keep after I taught the story the first time. I would collect some student samples or maybe create a student sample of my own, or maybe I found one online, and anything that was a sample of what it was I wanted the students to do as the culminating project I would keep there. So all of these folders live inside this particular folder here. So you can see there's a little bit of a hierarchy that happens so that whenever you're creating content for a particular story selection, or I'm sorry, a particular theme within a grade level, you can collect it all in the same. So if you were going to have a second story that goes within the same thematic unit, you would have the second story folder here, and it would follow along. So it's not just one folder in one folder inside of another folder. It's several folders inside of one major folder. So I know that's a little confusing, but hopefully seeing this visual gives you a better idea, and maybe that might help you as you organize your digital content.